if the Fire Blast resolved.
So here's
I like the play. I liked it.
We were in favor of the play.
Yeah,
but
Glenn standing nearby.
Yeah, Glenn and his beard standing nearby.
Good show, Glenn.
We are moving on to a quarterfinal matchup.
Yeah, and
or excuse me, a semifinal matchup. I did what you did.
It's rubbed off on you.
We are moving to a semifinal matchup.
The other match is a Rug Delver Mirror.
Is that the other semifinal?
That is the other semifinal.
Okay.
And so this semifinal here is Mud versus Miracles, and this is going to be pretty interesting too. This is why we showed you this. Michael Belfatto's like, I don't even have to get up.
Yeah, come to me. Come to me, let's play.
Yeah, he might want to just get up and stretch. 7th inning stretch, you know.
So what we've got, and I know there were a lot of people that were very happy to see Rug in the top 8, especially after the beatdown that he gave Todd as a result of hypergenesis, is we have Mud. We've got all sorts of artifacts. We've got crazy things going on. We have worm coil engines. We've got spine-image shots. We've got blight steel colossi, if you want to be correct.
Hippopotamuses.
We've got tons of artifacts coming far too quickly against Michael Belfatto and his Sensei Tops, his Termini, his Entreat the Angels, and every other miracle in the book. So this is going to be fairly interesting.
Eric's list, I mean. We're going to be giving away some more premium too.
Are we?
Don't forget about that. We've got 2 more giveaways tonight. One coming after game 1 right here. That'll be 6 months of premium, and then the last one, a Gen Con badge during the finals.
That question is tough. I made sure that we asked a tough question, a Mike Flores-esque question.
Yeah, I'm not even sure the answer to that, you know.
That was my idea. I wanted to make it as hard as possible because Gen Con is sweet, and if you're gonna go, you gotta earn it. Okay? Don't hate me, because I'm beautiful.
I'll try my best.
So as these guys shuffle, this is going to be an interesting match because obviously I didn't expect to see either one of these decks in the tournament this weekend. You know, you're walking into a Legacy tournament, you expect to see Rug, you expect to see Maverick, you expect to see, you know, the bigger decks, your Grizzlebrand decks, that sort of thing. And now we are seeing a deck with a ton of miracles, Sensei Tops, Chase the Mind Sculptors, counter spells removal, that sort of thing. And you're seeing a deck with a ton of artifacts, a ton of 2-mana lands, and some disruption in the form of its artifacts. So I'm very interested to see exactly what's going to happen here.
Yeah, those banishing strokes may come in handy for Michael against some of these artifacts that he's going to have to face here against Eric. Eric could just turn 1 Ancient Tomb Chalice on 1, and if that resolves, Michael's out of Brainstorms, he's out of Spell Snares, he's out of what else there? Swords to Plowshares. Like
Sensei's Divining Top,
which is actually the most important one of those one
probably
drops.
the most important card in his deck. I mean, turn one Ancient Tomb Chalice of the Void is like a huge play against Michael.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to see here what he could even do about it if that resolves. That resolves. Best he could do is what, Banishing Stroke?
Yeah, the way for him to kill that main deck artifact or to kill that main deck Chalice of the Void is just a Banishing Stroke, either for the full price,
right,
at 6 mana, or with a coupon for 1. So,
with the coupon,
yeah,
Miracle Whip.
There's a discount in aisle 3. That's all. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, Chalice is a huge backbreaker. I mean, he has Forcible, obviously, and ways to deal with it. But
but he's going to have them. That's the thing. Like, Eric could really presumably set things up to where he sneaks something like Chalice or even Trinisphere into play, and it's going to be tough for Michael to fight. And you know, nobody's rooting for Michael more than I am. I love the list, so
it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Glenn.
Yeah,
I apologized to you last time too. I like the list. I was rooting for the deck more than the player. You know?
Yeah, sure you are. Sure you are. He's right there. He's right there, Joey.
I like Michael too, but I just met him this weekend.
I've known
Glenn. So.
I was just rooting for Glenn's beard. I didn't really care the outcome.
Yeah.
As long as the
his beard,
I
think, won actually.
Hard to say. It looks great though. I mean, these guys are shuffling up. Do we know if any mulligans has taken place? They're just drawing their openers right now. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of high impact cards coming from Eric's deck that are really good against Glenn. We've already talked about Chalice of the Void, excuse me, but I mean, a card like Staff of Domination can gain an advantage. He has one of those main deck. 3 Trinity Spheres are going to make things much more expensive for Michael. A card like Cordortha Forge Master if it goes unanswered. So let's take a look at it.
Turn 1.
He's moving.
Mox Opal into Ancient Tomb. Taps 2. Goes Lightning Greaves, not Chalice. It got tense there for a second.
I mean, that's still scary. If he's able to get a creature like Metalworker on Lightning Greaves, no Swords to Plowshares, that's nothing to laugh at. Okay.
Oh, there's a Spell Snare from Belfatto. No more Lightning Greaves on the table.
Can't forget that Spell Snare is also gonna, it's gonna pull a lot of weight because it's also gonna counter Grim Monolith. It's also gonna counter Chalice on 1 as well. So it's gonna pull a lot of weight in this matchup for Michael.
There's the top from Michael. Wasteland from Eric.
Let's see where he's gonna move to now.
This is like one of those, like, sit back, relax, and watch what Eric does, because his deck just has ridiculous plays. There's a Trinisphere. Michael, I think you want to counter that if you can. I think he does not have that option. I think he can Brainstorm.
I mean, he has the. I mean, if he has a Brainstorm, he's going to want to use it now.
Yeah, that's the. I think that's his blue card. That's his only blue card in hand. At least the peak that I could see. Peak that I could get from Michael.
So he's going to respond, and yeah, it looks to be a Brainstorm.
So I'm going to Brainstorm in response to your Trinisphere. Let's see, draw. I think he actually may have hit Force of Will blue card. I can't quite tell. Well, he puts. The
tough part for Michael is that there are so many cards that he has to counter in this matchup, from the early game to the late game.
Whatever it was, he didn't counter the Trinisphere.
Okay.
Now he's going to top.
Spinning a top. We can try to make spinning a top interesting. Should we try?
You have one to spin?
it's tough to watch a top be spun and try to make it interesting for you guys at home. We're doing our best, I promise.
Well, Eric goes, is that Great Furnace?
That is Great Furnace. So Mox Opal's live now.
It's like red artifact land.
Yeah, he has three artifacts.
And now Wasteland on the Tundra, which Michael uses to spin the top. Uses that mana before he loses his land.
It's got a small opening. Let's see if he's able to take advantage of it or if he's just going to pass. All right, 2 more.
Ancient Tomb and Great Furnace. Add 3. Add 4.
Add 4.
Lodestone Golem. That one's pretty rough too.
And that one's resolving because Force of Will costs 3. So does Swords of Postures, excuse me, as well.
Yeah, and now non-artifact spells cost 1 more to cast.
It's interesting to see. I mean, all of the cards that Eric has cast this game have been very good. All these cards are huge problems for Michael's deck. And it looks like
he didn't even have the Chalice, and it's so much trouble. There's a Grim Monolith from Eric, and he swings with a 5/3.
Yeah, don't forget that. Not only does Lodestone Golem make things cost more, it's a relevant body. It'll kill you extremely quickly if it goes unanswered.
So Sensei's top, spinning. I see a Banishing Stroke. Is that a Banishing Stroke?
That is a Banishing Stroke, but it's not going to be. Its miracle cost is going to be actually 3 and not 1 white because of Trinisphere.
Yeah, is it going to be 4 because of the Lodestone Golem?
Yeah, actually, it is going to be 4 because of Lodestone Golem. You're right.
Miracles suck.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I'm interested to see if he's going to be able to work. I mean, even Temporal Mastery is going to cost, 4. This is going to be really, really hard for him to get out of. I know he has the Swords of Paradise. I said Swords of Paradise again. He has the Swords of Plowshares
That's the second
in his hand that can take care of it, but...
If Eric has Birds to Plowshares.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's a Wasteland, and Michael's going to crack a fetch land.
Yeah, you're going to want to get white mana if you're going to cast that Swords, my friend. There we go.
Plains.
He's going to go Crucible Laurels so that he's able to continue to hit his
That
land
does
drops.
not cost an extra 1 because there's an artifact,
That's
but
correct.
it still costs 3 because of the transfer.
Taking a look at Eric's board, he has access to 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has access to 10 mana on his turn.
Obviously, it already costs 3.
Yeah. So if he has a Wormpool Engine, if he has a Spine of Isha, some sort of large mana spell is coming to the show this turn.
1/2 with the Ancient Tomb. 2 mana in his pool here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here comes a Spine. You think? What's the 7 mana?
Huh?
Oh, okay, 6. Oh, 7, 8. No, he's got 8.
It's 8. Oh, just that guy.
Sundering Titan. Oh, that's all.
We're gonna play that.
That's Armageddon Titan.
Yeah, Michael decides. I think we're gonna play another game instead.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Sundering Titan. Last time I played that card, it was in Tooth and Nail.
Boo. Boo.
Enters the battlefield. Choose a land of each basic type, then destroy those lands.
Yep. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. 6 months. Who's getting 6 months?
Who's getting 6 months? We have to ask them a question.
Oh, we can't just give it away?
We can't just give it away. We have to ask them.
Alright,
They have to work for it. So
I tried.
this is for 6 months of premium. You want to ask the question? We got it.
That's
right there.
that's not 6. That's
Yeah,
6. There we go. It's late.
Swords to Paradise.
This- All right, I can't believe I'm actually gonna do this question right now. What power couple Kim Kardashian and Kanye West is an example of a power couple?
Brangelina, if you will, the Brangelina of Magic.
Yes. Faced each other on camera in round 4 today. If you know the answer to that question, you win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4,
Not even 5.
6 months of premium.
Yeah.
StarCityGames.com. What power couple? Brangelina, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, Rihanna, Chris Brown. Yep. Faced each other on camera in round 4. The answer to that, 6 months of premium.
So let's see, 6 months from now, we talked about this earlier. It's
Yep.
June, 6 months, we're in December.
We are in December.
We are getting ready to return to Guild Pact.
I was gonna say we are in Ravnica.
Yeah, it's Return to Guild Pact, right? It's Return to Ravnica, right? Return to Guild Pact, Return to Dissension. Isn't that the set?
I don't
names?
want to go back to Dissension,
No?
actually.
No?
Nah,
like
wasn't really for me. I love me some Guild Pack though.
It didn't stare you.
Yeah, I love me some Guild Pack. So as these guys sideboard, I'm gonna go and look at Mr. Belfatto's deck list to see exactly what he can do to turn things his way. And
He needs a miracle.
He does need
He
a
probably
miracle.
needs more than the miracles that he had there.
He's gonna need to cast more than one miracle.
He's like Shattering Spree.
and red mana to appear somewhere.
Well, that's just, details.
Pivot
You could just give
Needle-
him that mountain. You have a mountain in your hand. You
I
just
do.
Run it over.
Pivot-
Aren't you a nice guy, Cedric?
On occasion.
You give him that mountain.
Depends on what time of the day you catch me. Pithing Needle
Okay, Pithing Needle.
on Cardotha Forge Master,
That could be good.
among other things, is going to be fairly good if he wants
Metal
to lock
Worker.
down a Lightning
Wait,
Greaves. Oh,
How does that? Not
Metal Worker, baby.
It's a mana ability.
It is.
Yeah.
He can rock the Oblivion Ring, which I foresee him bringing in as well. Aethersworn Canis is going to have no effect, so you can ignore that. Negate is going to carry some weight here.
Oblivion Ring.
Enlightened Tutor, he has a small package. He can search for an Oblivion Ring, search for a Pithing Needle. And he has a Culling Scales on the sideboard. Now, what does Culling Scales read, Joey?
That's the one that kills like the smallest thing in play every turn. I'm pretty sure. Let's see, Culling Scales. It's an artifact, costs 3.
It's
I'm
been
pretty
a long,
sure.
long time
The
since I've seen
artifact
this card.
costs 3 from Mirrodin. Costs 43 cents median price anyway. That's not that relevant, but it's a rare from Mirrodin. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy target non-land permanent with the lowest converted mana cost among non-land permanents in play. So, actually, could come in. It could be good.
It's decent. It's
Yeah,
decent.
it's not. I mean, Michael doesn't typically have a lot of non-lands in play, although he's got to worry about the tops, So,
oh, buddy.
Eric Fry with an explosive start. Turn 1, Ancient Tomb, into Grim Monolith, tap that for a Metal Worker. That's all I got.
And just
Belfatto there with an island.
Oof, that's a good wasteland.
Wastelands, the Ancient Tomb.
Now it just depends on how many artifacts and what Metal Worker can do here.
Metal Worker can kind of do a lot. I'm a little afraid of what's going to happen here. And there's a City Traders. And even Eric's doing some math. He's like, I can only access like 11.
2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. That's just 10 mana, no big deal.
Yeah, no, I said at 11, it was 12.
Just 10. Do you have 2 counterspells? Because if not, I think you may not win the game. There's the first force. He has 4 mana floating. Is that convenient?
4 mana. And 2 more. Worm Coil number 2. Second turn, Worm Coil Engine, hard cast.
Oh.
It was hard cast, it wasn't. He didn't cheat that into play. He cast 2 Worm Coil Engines on turn 2.
Was that turn 2?
That was turn 2.
That's
Yes.
turn 2. This deck has some insane draws. Absolutely insane.
I'm ashamed to have liked this Miracle deck. It looks very weak against Eric's deck. Metalworker, add
Did you snap?
6.
Oh my goodness.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
That
a
was
turn 3 kill.
very
That's
yeah, I mean, I guess Michael realizes how ridiculous that is too. I don't know how he wins. Like, Eric seems to constantly, either Eric's deck is ridiculous, which is probably true,